might get into some serious topics. I apologize if you hear my kids in the background. It is what it is. I want to talk to you about some serious things when it comes to governments and cryptos and some YouTubers and too big to fail, right? Too big to fail. Now, I'll start off by saying this. When it comes to my money and capital and special returns on my investments, I'm very pro Ethereum. I'm very pro VeChain. Now, when it comes to my personal beliefs and privacy, I'm against it, right? But I need to have the leverage. If you don't have the leverage, how are you going to be able to sustain and progress in a successful manner if you don't have the capital? Remember, he or she who has the gold makes the rules. Okay? He or she who has the gold makes the rules. So you can't fight the evil without having the leverage. You need to have wisdom. You need to know how to play the game correctly so that you and your family can be above what is coming. And when I say what is coming and to be above, you need to have that tool. What is that tool? That tool is having financial freedom, is knowing when to invest, how to invest, knowing certain things that are going to happen before they happen so that you won't be on the low side of things. You don't want to be beneath. You want to be on top. You want to be the head. You want to be the one that's blessed. Now, I am one of those that strongly believes that blockchain is too big to fail, especially certain projects that are tied in with certain governments, that are tied in with certain corporations, that are tied in with certain people, groups, entities that are not only elites, but we're talking about people that actually run the world, okay? And these are members, and they all kind of, let me try to say it like that, know of each other, okay? These things just don't happen. You just don't get a government partnership out of nowhere. A certain YouTuber doesn't just connect with a certain crypto project out of nowhere. There's a lot of people that are playing roles, okay, that you think that are genius, and they're not genius. They don't know what the heck they're talking about, but they're playing that role, okay? And there's people behind the scenes that are actually controlling things. Now, some of you might say this is conspiracy theory. That's fine. It's your opinion. You don't know the amount of information that I know when it comes to certain things, especially with this niche of blockchain and governments and YouTubers. This basically is kind of my world when it comes to these type of subjects, okay? So I do know more than the average, okay? And even those who are pretty deep into this don't know the half of it. Some of you always try to figure out, well, how did they know that this was going to happen? How did they know about this crypto project? How did they know this? Listen, it's almost orchestrated, okay? And you got to figure out and connect the dots first of all. Look at the powerful people in the space. Okay, let me just say something right now. Let me just say, and I'm not picking on Cardano or anything, but that's not going to be relevant moving forward. Okay, I want to say moving forward, I'm talking about years and years from now. That's not going to be a relevant thing. I know a lot of you like Cardano. It's not going to be relevant. Okay, what's going to be relevant is names like Reserve Protocol. Okay, that's going to be a relevant thing. What's going to be relevant is a name like Lyxe. Okay. Oh, but these are crypto projects that you're bullish on. Yes, but listen how I started off the beginning of this video. I am bullish on it from a business perspective because I expect special returns on my investments because I already know what's coming. Most of you are going to be talking about things such as cultural currencies. Cultural currencies. You're going to learn that word. You're going to have that term, those words, cultural currencies, and it's going to be well known, okay? Physical and digital. Those are going to be terms that are going to be not just known in the crypto space, but are going to be known by the masses, okay? This is what we're moving into, okay? So you see your flat screen TVs and all these things. That's going to be like holding an iPod or a CD, okay? We're moving into that vanilla sky type of thing where you move things with your hands, and you're talking to an individual who is present with you digitally, but physically is probably thousands and thousands of miles away from you. All right, you're going to see things like this. You're going to watch sporting events like this. Okay, this is what's coming. Technology is not going to slow down. This is too big to fail. Now, again, for your finances, for your return on investments, if you're involved in cryptocurrencies, again, this is not financial advice. This is very, very bullish for you. If you're betting against this with your capital, with wealth or money, or whatever you want to call it, fiat, whatever you want to call it, you're going to lose that bet. You're going to lose that bet. Again, this is not financial advice. This is what's coming. Okay, and it's soon. I predict by 2025, a whole bunch of things are going to be very, very different. The Fed coin will be here by 2024. I was talking about central bank digital currencies before anybody was talking about central bank digital currencies. Now, people are talking about central bank digital currencies. And for those of you who have been loyal and following me, you remember when I put out that special recording about the IMF talking about central bank digital currencies. Now, why am I so animated about this? Why am I talking about this? Because knowledge is power. You need to know what's going on. You need to know not to get so fixated on this on a level where you're so passionate about the technology, and I would tell you to be passionate more about the special returns on investment, because when it comes to the technology, yes, it's going to be pretty interesting and nice to see a lot of these developments come to pass, and it's going to bring a lot of benefits, but with these benefits are going to come a lot of things that are going to invade our privacy for tax purposes and for ultimately to be in control of our lives. Okay, they're doing this step by step, little by little, but they're trying to get us into that move. Okay, a lot of us can understand that. Some of us are becoming numb to it. But what I'm trying to say is that to be more focused on the returns on investment than the tech. The tech is going to come. It's not going to be stopped. It's going to come, and it's going to come harder, faster, quicker, rapidly, and things are shifting and changing in ways that most are not ready for. So if you're not ready for it, you're not prepared, how are you going to dominate? How are you going to be a blessing to those that, let's say your own family, when you have to play by those rules that you don't abide by and you don't believe in, if you don't have the leverage? You need to have the leverage. So the motivation behind this speech, the motivation behind this video or this message is that, first of all, to understand that this is too big to fail. So don't be caught up in the day-to-day price fluctuations, okay? And don't be lied to, okay? And this is where it comes with certain YouTubers and certain people on Twitter. They're just trying to shift your thought process into certain things and to shake you out of it. I've known certain people who are really well-versed and very knowledgeable when it comes to cryptos, and they're even shaking, and they're not understanding the way this thing has been already programmed. I'm telling you, by 2021, there's going to be a big harvest. Then you're going to have to be able to do the harvest part. You're going to have to reap the harvest, okay? Don't make the mistake that many did in 2017, late 2017, when there was time to reap the harvest. They left it there, and you saw what happened, what took place. There will be another time and another event where you got to plant and take advantage of the low prices that will be happening. Again, that's going to take place. This is not financial advice. You're on my channel, and I'm trying to spread knowledge, and I'm trying to do so in a way that's not giving out too much information. I'm trying to do this in the most cryptic way, smart way that you can understand where I'm coming from, okay? I'm going to continue talking about certain things, and I'm going to give you certain investments, certain cryptos that I'm bullish on. And I'll be doing so on the podcast that I do with Dustin, and on this channel and on Twitter. I'll try to get these messages across the best way that I can. Now, when it comes to the returns on investment, you got to follow the power. So you got to play that game. Okay, I'm not going to go too much into that right now. I want to close off here, and again, this might be like a prolonged series of things. I will get into certain cryptocurrencies, but I also want to talk about certain YouTubers that people are following, and they don't even know what they're following. Again, remember that I said, and I'll close here. I'll close here, and we'll jump into this probably. I don't know if on a live stream or my next video. I have specific videos that I do on specific cryptocurrencies, on specific subjects. I don't like to have certain rules or obligations on me. I just like to go as I go. But I'll say this. There are certain crypto projects and there's certain YouTubers that are just playing roles. They're just playing roles. Okay? We'll close it there. Until next time, stay blessed, be blessed, you already know, and let's go!